Well, here's a first look at the Lakers-Suns matchup in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. And after Wednesday night's win, LeBron spoke at length, Smitty, about the challenge ahead in Phoenix. So let's start with Devin Booker and that groundwork that he laid in the bubble in Orlando last season to get this team to this point.
He's a phenomenal two-guard, old school, Kristen. The reason why I say that, he can post up, he can play without it, he can handle the basketball. And I think now playing with Chris Paul and this team, the confidence that he has, it's going to be a nightmare for the Los Angeles Lakers because now he has somebody like Chris Paul that's going to give him confidence. Also, I can give the basketball and get another guy that can knock down clutch shots. And then I think Monty Williams has got out of the way, but also been in the way. And what I mean by that is he's preaching defense, 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 but he's letting them play on the offensive end within playing the right way. He has a coach of the floor in Chris Paul, so I think that combination of Monty Williams, Chris Paul, and these young guys where they're defending is making Devin Booker that much dangerous.
I'm glad you brought up both of those names because those were names I was going to ask you about. How do you describe what Chris Paul has brought to this franchise?
He brings confidence, he's bringing leadership, and he brings that, okay, at the end, I'm going to let you guys do it, but I can finish games as well. And also, I am still fighting to get a ring. That's the one thing, Chris Paul, we all look at his resume. You root for a guy like that all these years saying, hopefully Chris gets that chance. And he has that chance with the Phoenix Suns. They might not even be the favorites at a 2 seed, Christian, which is crazy. But Chris Paul and this group, they defend. Key for me is DeAndre Ayton can't get in foul trouble. After DeAndre Ayton, they get a little small as far as in the front court for those guys. Jay Crowder has to play big. He's played big his whole career. He's going to have to play bigger in this series.
But you did mention Monty Williams and his preaching defense, defense, defense. He was also voted Coach of the Year by the Coaches Association. And so to be voted on something like that from the guys that are not only your colleagues, but your competitors as well, what does that say about the impact, the change that he's made in Phoenix?
He's changed the culture, and we're talking about this year, but it started when he first got there, and it started in the bubble. As you can see, they talked about how every guy was during the offseason was there competing. You look the way they play, Kristen, you don't see any infighting on the bench. You don't see guys pouting. You look at everybody is bought in. Cameron Payne, he was at home. He wasn't in the NBA. Look the way he's played. I mean, he has Frank Kaminsky playing better than ever in his career.
Yeah.
You have DeAndre Ayton playing better. And yes, that's because of Chris Paul giving those guys confidence. But it's also Monty Williams, his coaching staff. Willie Green, a kid I know from Detroit, he's responsible for the defense. He holds everybody accountable. Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, two young guys on the win, and I don't think Cam will be playing because of the injury. But those two guys have grown up, and they're two-way guys now. Can get it done on both ends. I just love this team. It's a team that's going to fight and compete, but a little bit small for me up front against the Los Angeles Lakers.